This video is about body mounts, but first I'm going to show you on the frame. It's all empty, nothing's there. In the front, where the crates were, was the first body mount, then that was the second, then this is the third. Zoom in here a little bit, you got two threaded holes with welded nuts underneath. Third hole, I don't know, it doesn't do anything. So here on the truck now, I'm replacing old rusted out body mounts. This cab was almost bouncing off. So right in there, pull up the carpet, pull up this disc, and there's your nut with your washer attached. There's a special little clips there. And underneath the truck, look how bad these are. So this is how I'm jacking up the truck. And we'll go back under here to show you. Well, here's the parts after I've pulled them off. Just completely rusted, and the rubber is all broken. So not doing anything. Comes with this really thick washer on the bottom. Bolt through the middle. So you got your bolt through the body, and this thing here is supposed to bolt onto the frame, but it clearly can't because the tabs broke off, and that's a big fail here. And then this big washer goes on the bottom, and the nut after. So looking here, you can see where that one of those nuts is, and you can see the body touching the frame. So now I've jacked it up so that these are level, because that was how I noticed it before, and the sounds that it was making. And you can see now between the frame and the body there's about like a 1-inch gap in there, and there's the two bolts, which I had to grind off with the Dremel from the bottom because I could not reach in there with the wrench from the top. That's kind of a weird way they designed it. The lower nut that holds everything up, 10mm by 1.25, in case you're wondering. Now let's look at these aftermarket body mounts. Now where that big space is, I'm showing you, that's where the body actually goes. Then you have a washer, then the top rubber piece, then the actual frame, the plate, the frame, then the lower roller skate wheel, and big washer and a nut on below that. Looking up here, you can see there's like a 1-inch gap there between the frame and the body, and I ground off those nuts to actually get those bolts out. And now I've installed the top section, and I'll bolt in that support plate, which is on top of the frame later. Slide on the old roller skate wheel here, looking part with the bushing, and then I'm going to put that big thick 3-inch washer on that came from Toyota. Get one at toyotapartsdeal.com. Maybe Amazon, who knows, or just locally look for a 3-inch washer. This one's quite thick, and I found out later that I should actually put this on top to make my body level instead of on bottom like the instructions show, and I just traded that top thin 3-inch washer and put it down on the bottom. It worked quite well. Got everything lined up, as you'll see here. Now you can see it's perfect, nice and lined up. So I'm going to take a look here from the front and the back, because before you could really notice it sticking out. Now it's looking good. Body lines are lined up. And take it back under here for a second. You can see that I took that top 3-inch washer and I put it on the bottom. Swapped it for that big thick one, which I put on top to lift the body a little bit. And if you're doing like a body lift, just showing you where it goes. If you're doing any type of body lift or just replacing these mounts, it's the same process.